Hi, Genki Call here with the Tower of Doom event for the week of February 4th, 2024. Friendly reminder that if you want to be able to complete all of the reward tiers for the Tower of Doom event, you really need to use the new Doomed Volg weapon in the boss rooms. Now, I can't ever remember to switch it, so all of the teams, I recommend you just take the Doom Volg with you so don't forget. But in the team codes below have other weapons in them. Just be sure to replace them with this new weapon. It is in the shop. It's also in the Soul Forge, but if you're going to be doing the Tower of Doom anyway, you might as well get it with your gems instead of spending your very hard-earned diamonds. But anyway, let's go in here. Remember that my mapping is going to be different than yours. This is only the mapping that you see is only for my guild. So in we go. The first team is for, well, this is what I have been using. I will come back to this. I have teams for people that don't have any mythics or legendaries, and the first one that we've got here is going to be the most effective that you can possibly use. Everybody's going to have this. If you're in a guild, if you've ever used guild seals, you'll have Cunning. He does damage to an enemy and a random enemy, so 2, boosted by each enemy's life, and if they use purple mana, deal double damage. Here's the thing. You have to be able to trait him to get the most out of this troop. And it's expensive to trait the Guild Guardians. This is something that is definitely going to be worth spending your Orbs of Wisdom on. This is why. Give 4 to all skills on all Raksha allies when matching 4+ gems. Fantastic. Fantastic. Because you have 3 of them on this team, so you're actually getting plus 12 to all skills every time you match 4. And luckily, I mean, Stone Slicer would be fantastic on this team, and that's why the team code says you should use Geomancer class. You can change it to whatever you want, but this was specific to Stone Slicer. But we can't use that. So we're going to switch this out to the Volg, V-O. I don't know how to spell that. I mean, I don't know how to pronounce it. I haven't looked it up. So you're going to put that on there. It's all purple team, but this does create purple gems. And so you're going to get some match 4s out of this, which will help you. I don't know how well this is going to work. The banner, all it needs to be is plus green, purple, which is going to be very, very helpful for anyone that doesn't have all of the banners yet. You can change this to whatever you want. As far as class, what would I recommend? I don't recommend going with Sunspear. Sunspear makes you a Raksha, but it also has that Firestorm at the start of every turn. Unless you haven't traded this up all the way yet, then I actually don't recommend Sunspear. Something with a 50% mana start would be best for this team and for your hero. There is no 50% mana start for Raksha. You could go, well, Geomancer has a 50% mana start. I'm just going to leave it Geomancer. That's going to probably do nothing, but for now, I'm just going to leave it on here so I can show you the team. I have talked enough about this team. Let's just show you how this works. Right off the bat, I had a match 4, but of course I lost it because, I already got plus 12 to all skills. It's up to 86. Let's see if I can get any more. We'll do that. Something with a purple storm would be really helpful here. Definitely would be really helpful. If you haven't leveled up Nightweaver yet and you need to, Nightweaver has that purple storm. Archmagus and Assassin are my favorites that have the Dark Storm starting out. We'll do that. We're at 86. Let's go ahead and cast this. So I got another match 4. Now it's up to 98. This is going to hit 2 enemies. Anything that uses purple, it's going to do double damage. So, It's not as effective as Stone Slicer, but it will definitely work. So hopefully you'll be able to get somewhere with this team, but I do have other teams for people that don't have or you're gonna have cunning, but I have other teams. I have other teams. Let me grab one. All right. Next up, we have, remember these team codes have a different weapon in them. So, again, we have to do this. These teams are coming off of my website, and it's just it's a lot of work to replace it every single time we have a Tower of Doom. That's why it's showing something else. So we've got Sabellius, who's going to do damage to all enemies. Plus, he's going to strip the armor off the first enemy entirely. So he's going to do damage to all enemies. Atlanta is going to do damage to all enemies. We've got Leprechaun, who's going to get us fast mana, and the Doomed Volk that's going to hit only the first two enemies, but also help you loop, hopefully. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. I've got the Volk in there. Oh, as far as elementalists go, I always recommend elementalists for safety, but if you're really low level, you probably haven't unlocked it yet. I didn't realize how long it takes to get to the kingdom where you can unlock elementalist until recently, so dum 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 dum. Oh yeah, fast mana, duh. We'll go ahead and cast this. I don't want to lose my Valraven, so we'll do that. We cast this. Follow up with Atlanta. I will cast this. And, you know, it's going to be slow because you don't have any legendaries. The legendaries and the mythics tend to hit hardest. And so you're a little limited of this guy's going to respawn. Nah. Let's see if I can get some more mana here. Yeah, he's got his full mana back. It's okay. Let's see if we can get some mana here. I am boosting green with my banner to hopefully, you know, move things along a little bit. It's a little harder having to use this weapon and not having any mana gen except for the Leprechaun. Well, I mean, this does, but we'll go ahead and use this and finish off with this. Alright, grabbing the next no mythic and no legendary team. I've got it on my clipboard and I'll show it to you. This one requires that you have access to the underworld because it has 2 underworld troops on it. Alrighty, again, I'm going to have to replace the weapon just so I can show you how this works. Yes, you can use Reflection of Good, but not in the boss room. You've got to use that new weapon in the boss room. La 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 la. This would actually be really good with the Darkstorm. Any of these teams would be good with the Darkstorm. No, you can't use that. Okay, there we go. And the Illithian Servitor is, of course, from Illithia. That's at the top right of the map. Does damage to all enemies, steals magic from all survivors, and it's just a really, really good epic troop. As is the Hex Rat. Now, the deal with the Hex Rat is it's going to do damage to an enemy and all enemies below them, so you always want to cast on the top troop. And if they're cursed, deal double damage and death mark them. But anyway, we'll take this in. Da, 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 da. Grabbing the next team. Alright, we've got... Oh, I forgot to replace this. Now I'm going to have to show it again. This is why... Why did I put this on here? I was thinking, oh my gosh, I was thinking that that this is a really good weapon for those that haven't unlocked all the things yet, and I had a brain fart and I put it in instead. Oh my gosh, instead of the Doomed Folk. My bad, folks. I'm sorry. We'll show this again. And we hit the top troop with this. Bajaw. Bajaw? Alright, that should be a luck scroll. Perfect. Next up, let me fix this. How did I manage to do that? Oh, because I saw... Okay, that's how it happened. All right, let's get that on there. My goodness. Oh, I'm tired. Hit the top troop with this. Go. I'm getting higher up on the Tower of Doom, and it's going to be a struggle. It's always a struggle on the Tower of Doom when you're lower level. Just do the best you can to support your guild and to get those. Go ahead and take that. To get those forged scrolls, get as high as you can, all the way up to level 25. You will get one forged scroll for each boss room that you complete. We'll do this. Bahaha. And there we go. Whee! Nice. Nice. We'll head into the boss room with um, my first team that uses legendaries. Now, I had a bunch of other teams using Secra. I deleted all of the Secra teams because you just can't loop with her like you used to. So I just took them off of the list. Let's throw this on here. This one I'm using Diabolist class specifically because of Medea. And Diabolist makes you it makes you a demon. You could also use a Sorcerer class, but Medea is going to barrier all ally mystics and enchant demons. So Sorcerer or Diabolist is going to work. Sorcerer will make you a mystic. Diabolist will make you a demon. And this whole team, well, these two are both mystics. So whatever you like, but let's take this in here. I'll show you how this works. So I already said also damage to all enemies. Leanansidhe is much like the Hex Rat, only you need to hit the bottom troop. She's going to hit the troop that you target, drain their mana, all of it, and then do damage to all enemies above that troop. Also steals 2 magic from the first enemy when matching 4+ gems. So we'll take this one in here. I've got the doomed weapon. Perfect. All right. So the next team, well, I guess we'll just wait on the next team. I don't know how the next team is going to work at these higher levels. It's specifically for soul farming. Might as well do a little soul farming while you're... There we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and cast her first to get that that barrier on there. I already had enchant on this one, but hit the bottom troop. And I'll go ahead and take... Yeah, I'll take the red. That's fine. We'll cast this. That leaves some purple on the board. More purple on the board in order to loop. That's why I didn't go for the purple. And do that. Yeah, here we go with that mana thing again. This only hits the top 2 troops. Any match 4s will hit this. Meow. Come on, Leanansidhe. I need some mana for you. Leanansidhe. That. Why did I take that? Just because of the lightning bolt. I don't need blue, so almost have some mana here. There we go. Alright, we'll hit that bottom troop again. Drain their mana. Oh, they're immune to mana drain. My bad. My bad. Immune to all the things. It's invulnerable. You can't do any status effects on this guy, and you can't, or this thing, and you also can't mana drain. So we'll go ahead and do this. This will, well, no, we'll do that first. And there we go. Yay! Right, so this next team is, I don't know how effective this is going to be. I don't even remember creating this team, but this is specifically for soul farming. So you want to have any class with the death talent tree on it so that you can, let me show you, hold on. Which floor do I need to do? Or this is floor 13. I need 2, 3, 4. Room 4. Edit teams, manage, paste. So the Soul Collar. Soul Collar is what I'm talking about, the tier 3 talent, Soul Collar, so that you can get lots of souls for this team. So we're going to put this in here. Again, we need to change the weapon. And put that in there. Supporting the Dragon Soul. Why is that minus brown? Is that minus brown? What? Why? Plus purple, plus red. No, 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 no. Plus purple, plus red. Minus yellow would be great. There it is. That is perfect. There is the correct banner. Let me fix that. I'll be right back. Much better. Okay, I feel better now. Let's take this in here. So Judge of the Dead is going to... he's going to do damage based off how many souls you have. So getting lots of souls is great, hence why you want to have the Soul Collar talent. And the Dragon Soul is going to get you extra souls as well, plus it's going to get you mana. That's why I wanted to have plus red. I'm not going to cast him yet. Right now it's only a boost of 2. We're going to cast this. That will help some. And actually, I could go ahead and cast again, but instead I'm going to try to loop, and I did, which is fantastic. We'll go ahead and cast this again to get even more souls. We're up to max souls. So we'll go ahead and cast him. So it's an extra 20 damage to all enemies at this point. And we'll go ahead and cast this. There we go. And the Dragon Soul. Damage to all enemies, and we'll finish off with the new weapon. Whoop whoop! We love that. Ah! One more team with legendaries, and then I'm only going to show 2 more teams, even though there are more teams than that in the description box below. I'm only going to show 2 more teams because I'm tired. I'm very tired. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I did not mean to do that. Hold on just a second. Oh, I hate it when I do that. La 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 la. Not likely to loop, so I'm going to go ahead and cast this. That should bring a... Well, it did bring a bunch of purple down. It immediately got matched. So we'll go ahead and cast this. Meow. I'll cast it again, get those extra souls. We're maxed out on souls now. You may not need to have the death talent tree with this along for the ride. So we'll go ahead and cast this. Oh, that was a lot of purple. That's because the entire enemy team uses purple. This is so good when you're fighting an all-purple team. Oh, that's crazy good. Oh, that was beautiful. We'll go ahead and cast this. And get a bunch of purple. Look at that. It's beautiful. Oh, I love the looping. I love the... Oh my gosh. This weapon is so good with an all-purple team fighting somebody all-purple. Oh my goodness. That thing is going to be good in Guild Wars. I'm telling you. Okay. Dum, dum, da, 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 da. Let me grab the floor. Hold on a second. All right. This time, put in the team. So, last one with legendaries. This is a good team. I love this team. I love this team. Let me replace the weapon. Meow. All right. You could switch this to a team that has the Dark Storm. I'm using Archer because I'm just so used to using Archer with Venoxia and Leprechaun. It would probably, no, it would definitely be better with something that boosts purple. Assassin is my favorite of those. Archmagus was really good for boosting purple, but Assassin, I like the talent tree better. We've got the Hunter's Mark. We've got Rising Shadows. It's just, I really love this one. And green and blue. Blue for Shoggorath. I don't love this. Let me change the banner too. Let's change this to purple and blue. Blue is fine. Venoxia is going to create blue. No, purple and green. Purple and green. minus red, that works for me. Let me change this on the forum. So the forum is going to, or yeah, and in the description box below is going to have this correct weapon. I'll be right back. I feel better. All right, let's take this in. Let me show you how this works. I do love a true damage team that loops. Venoxia is going to loop. She's going to create 9 green and 9 blue gems and true damage to all enemies. Shoggorath is going to silence and deal true damage to the first and last enemy. Not going to be able to silence the doom, of course, but it also gets you plenty of mana. So we've got mana here, we've got mana here, we've got mana here. It's just going to be a really nice team for people that don't have mythics. I'm going to go ahead and cast this because I want the explosion to get rid of these. No, I'm just going to take the skulls. I had Enrage plus the Hunter's Mark. That was just too beautiful to not do. We'll go ahead and do her. And it didn't loop, but we'll do this, and it's done. Oh, what a beautiful team. I love true damage. I love true damage. All right. Hold on. I need to do another one here. This is floor 14. Okay, got it. Got it. This one. So the next team is the first one with Mythics. One of the last 2 teams I'm going to show, because I want to show you how it works. Can't use the Doom Scythe in here. That's okay. Actually, not a problem. Not a problem at all. This is going to be really good with the Volg. I wish I had looked up how to pronounce that. Anyway, purple and blue, fantastic. Shabanu Vespera is amazing on a monochromatic team. You put her with anything that's all blue, all yellow, or all purple. This is all purple, of course. And it just is so, so good. It's so good. Let me show you how this works. And again, I chose Assassin class because of the Purple Storm. Archmagus, I think, would be better with this because you don't have your hero up front. Rising Shadows isn't going to do anything for you. So the first thing you want to do is get mana for Shabanu Vespera. And so I boosted blue and purple. Since there's no blue, I would go for yellow, but there's no yellow, so we're going to take the purple because that's what we've got. As soon as you have mana for Shabanu Vespera, I gotta show you what happens. Check this out. We cast this on the first ally, like this, and it's so good. So we're already, any match 4 that you get, you're getting +8 to all skills on both of these. Plus, she's boosting random skills. It might be magic, it might be health, it might be attack, you know, all of the things. And so this guy is already up to 113 damage, plus the attack went up as well. Let's just loop a little bit and show you how this works. It's so good. So good. Oh, and the actually, yeah, that wasn't Rising Shadows, that was this. 10% chance to assassinate the last enemy when I deal skull damage. Fantastic. And let's see, we are up to 129 damage if they use purple, and they both do deal double damage. It's not quite enough to kill, so we'll cast again. And sometimes she is going to cast on herself, but 137 damage, and it's double to these guys. We'll get this match 4. We're up to 145. That is enough to kill because they're both going to be double damage. Boom, boom. Out go the lights. Yes! I gotta be quiet. People are trying to sleep. This is a fantastic team. I do love the Guild Guardians. In the right environment, they're just amazing. And there's a Zul'Goth team. There's a couple of Wild Queen teams. There are teams that are skull spammers, not skull spammers. You just have to look and see the description below, or go to the link that goes to my website and grab the team codes from there. Edit teams, manage, paste. This has already got the right team on it. I'm using Archmagus on this to really boost that purple. And here's why. So bonus purple mana there plus lightning strike, or if you don't want to do the lightning strike, I prefer you can also get another bonus purple here by going with Arcane Surge instead. I just love lightning strike, so I'm going to stick with that. But this team, I love the Void Dragon. If you don't have it yet, it's in all of the chests except for event chests. It's in all of the chests that can drop a mythic are only going to drop this until Friday. Friday it sinks back down in the drop table, but I'm going to go ahead and cast this. I love this troop. It's going to loop. It's going to just loop and loop, and Lyrasa makes sure that there's always plenty of purple on the board, purple and blue, which feeds this. Both of those feed this. Not as fast as true damage, but it's fun, it's different, and I, of course, had to show off the new troop. So I cast with Thrall, a bunch of blue and purple comes down, and you're filled right back up. So I'll cast this. It's slow on these higher levels, but check it out. Oh, I love this thing. I love it. Maybe not for the higher levels of the Tower of Doom, but anyway, that's what I've got for you. Check out my forum and the videos popping up on the screen now if you are so inclined. Grab the team codes from the description box below. Be sure to check out the other teams that I have in for the Tower of Doom. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye!